The spectacle, the show, the excitement, the thrill, the popcorn. There is nothing that compares to the feeling of being at the circus. And there is one name that stands out above all else when you think about the circus. And that name is Ringling. The Caps road trip rolls on, back to our home state of Wisconsin and our very own Circus Capital, Baraboo. The Ringling Mansion is another location very near and dear to our team. Two of our team members so much that they have forever etched it into their history.
Back in 2018, Kayla and I were here. I tricked her into marrying me. And there was one thing you noticed that happened.
Yeah, one thing that definitely sticks out, I should say there's two things, but the first one is when we got married. Our ceremony was short, sweet, to the point, but we had about like maybe 30 people-ish in the hallway.
About that.
And Joe has these yellow, what do you call them, like chain link?
Yeah, plastic chains.
Plastic chains that just kind of close off the rooms. So we just access to the hallway. Nobody was going to touch them or anything like that. So as our ceremony proceeded, I heard what sounded like somebody dropped their cell phone. I looked back, and everyone's kind of looking off to the right, or mostly my friend Hannah, kind of like puzzled at something that happened. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll ask her later, obviously, because I'm busy getting married, what had happened. And then she told me that the chain link just fell to the ground. She's like, was nowhere near it. She just saw it too at the corner of her eye, just drops, and kind of just like was puzzled on how it happened.
And those chains were on hooks too, so it had to be lifted up and off.
Yeah. And then I guess the second one is the day before the wedding, we were getting ready for our tables and all that stuff, and my mom said she needed to go to the bathroom. So she said she went into the bathroom and saw like the door kind of like swing open by itself, and I can't confirm that one because I wasn't there, but I don't know. It's weird.
We chose to get married here because we liked the look of the building, and we wanted something that was... We originally were looking something in between where my family lived and her family lived, but we chose this ultimately, even though it was closer to my family, just because we love the building.
And to work with Joe was just amazing. You know, anything we needed, he's like, I'm just a text away, a call away, just it was so easy.
And even to this day, we still recommend anyone to come take the tours here.
Yeah.
They are well worth the time.
And now he's got a brewery too, so
You can make an entire day out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So Al Ringling, the oldest of the Ringling brothers and the one most closely tied to Baraboo, constructed a giant mansion for him and his wife Lou to reside in. Of course, once they both passed on, the Elks Club took it over and ran it as a civic building for many years. They reported all sorts of oddities, but they weren't in the paranormal business, so it just kind of whispered about all the legends of the place. But then when the new owners came in the late 2010s and decided to revert it back to the Ringlings estate, bringing in a lot of Ringling family memorabilia, furniture, all of their material, weird things started to happen. A lot of the workers would come into Lou's room, his wife, and find the rocking chair moving on its own. But when they walked in, it would simply stop.
Then while COVID was going on, we were only allowed 1 or 2 contractors in the building. Well, the ghost activity became so intense in the house that we couldn't keep contractors here because they were quitting out of fear.
Others would see a spirit of a woman walk into the bathroom on Lou's room. Walk in there, the place would be empty. Tour guides would often see out of the corner of their eye somebody dressed like from the early 1900s, looking dapper, walking through the place. Many tour goers thought that it was a period costume dressed tour guide. And then when they'd ask, they'd say, "No, I'm the only tour guide here." One of my favorite stories happened in the kitchen. They had very high cabinets. So the owners would go out to Baraboo and have fun, come back at night and find all the cabinets were wide open. And these cabinets are high. I could not reach them. So it would have taken a step stool or a chair.
She actually saw Al. She believes it was Al Ringling one time. We came home from Walmart in the side entrance, and she was ahead of me. It was at night, and all of a sudden she came back, and she was like waiting for me, which I thought was weird. And I said, "You okay?" And she goes, "Well, I'll tell you when we get in the house." And I said, "Okay." And she was in the side vestibule, and she was opening up the inside door, and it's before we had curtains, so it was glass you could see through. And she saw a man in a black suit with a high white collar with the mustache and everything. And she said the minute that she went in and she looked, and the minute she went to play with the door making noise, he kind of looked and then around the corner and disappeared. So who knows?
So all sorts of activity seems to happen at the mansion, mainly tied to Al and Lou. Many tour goers who show up just thinking it's a historic place, if they're more of a psychic or inclined to the intuitive side, they all of a sudden say, "There are too many spirits, I can't do this tour, I have to leave," which for me is a plus. And now that it's a bed and breakfast and brew pub, you can go and decide for yourself whether or not it's haunted.
I don't know if you're all familiar with Freemasons, but the Ringling brothers were all Freemasons. So when Al Ringling reached the 32nd degree of the Scottish Rites, he was awarded with this ornate chair. This chair dates back over 600 years old. It's never left his home. And it's probably the most uncomfortable chair you'll ever want to sit in. Now, back in the day when we would do ghost hunts at night, we would let some people sit there and get their picture made in the ornate chair. But a lady, after an investigation one night, called the next day. Well, actually, she called for every day for about a month, claimed a ghost climbed out of that chair and went home with her. So no one's allowed to sit in that chair anymore, and that's why we have that red ribbon.
Guys like feel empowerment, women usually feel ill. So is anybody sensitive other than your psychic that's with you? Are you picking it? Yeah, okay,
That's
yeah.
what I was asking, which chair?
Okay. So you're already picking stuff up? Yeah. But you're feeling bad though, or just picking up energy?
No, like I'm going to be sick.
Oh, wow. Okay. Weird. Was that from upstairs, downstairs?
As I was walking up the steps.
Okay, gotcha. There was, and so this was an Elks Lodge. Hopefully you got the history on the tour. So this was an Elks Lodge for almost 80 years. And there was a elk that was coming upstairs to play poker. They used to have a poker table in here. And he had a heart attack on the landing and died on the landing. And we're told, maybe don't tell that to your psychic friend and see if she picks up, but supposedly his spirit is not angry, but not happy. He feels stuck, we believe, and he's right on that landing. And I'm wondering if you picked up on him.
What did he die from?
He had a heart attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got heavy.
but it happened right here.
Okay.
So he did not make it down the stairs alive, sadly. So, and then Al Ringling passed
Yeah,
away in the
I was
house.
gonna
He
say.
passed away in his bathtub in this room. Al, like when we use do you have a digital dowser you're using?
We have everything.
Do you? Okay, so
Everything.
on your camera, your digital dowser, you should pick up Al Ringling in this closet. He hangs out in this closet. This is Al's spot. I can't tell you why.
Do you know what he died of?
Well, he had kidney disease, but I don't think that's what killed him. I think he had a heart attack.
Okay.
So the Ringlings ate steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I don't think it really helped them. So unfortunately, so I love steak too, but I don't eat it that much. So nowadays we know better. So, but yeah, that's the bathtub where he passed away. He tends to hang out right in this doorway and right in there. They say that he paces there. Another thing that mediums and psychics have told us is that when people come into the house, that the spirits come and greet them at the door all the time. And we're told that at any given time, there's 25 to 30 spirits in the house. So you should have a lot of fun here tonight. You know, I don't think anybody's ever been let down. So
Now it's time to get to work. We are splitting into 4 teams for the first part of the investigation. Ethan and Kayla, Ma and Ellie, Stephanie and myself, and Barbara will be off on her own. We have set up video cameras throughout the mansion as well to watch for movement of the rocking chairs and other areas. And since Al has been seen in one particular hallway, I thought it would be a good idea to set up our SLS camera on that location.
Are you sure it's not just hitting on that case that's there?
Yeah, it's only as tall as that case.
Yeah. Here, let me walk.
It went away and now I got you.
Okay.
I think I need to put it up higher.
Yeah, because I'm a lot taller than that case, right?
Yeah. Let me go see if I can find something to put this on.
Because I think it's hitting the case.
My name's Steph.
I'm Barnaby.
We're just here to kind of hang out and talk to anybody that might be here and want to talk to us. I thought I saw somebody in here earlier. Are you still here? Ever stand in a room where you feel like everybody's just watching you?
This device here on the table, if you come over and touch it, you can make it light up. And let us know that you're here. We're here to talk to Al. Or Lou. Or any of the Ringling brothers.
If you're in here with us, can you go towards one of the devices or say something? I feel like you're in this space, but it helps everybody know that you're in this space if you can let them know or find a way to let them know.
My back is absolutely freezing.
I felt him standing over there.
Like freezing. I mean, it's been cold in here. It's not cold. like, you know, the window or
Right,
anything. It's
no.
not cold. But my back just got freezing.
Is there somebody standing very close to Barnaby that maybe wants to talk to us?
I was just thinking my back got warmer when I was taking pictures over there. And just as I started taking pictures, my back got warmer here.
Right.
So I started taking pictures over there. I'm like, my back got warmer, and then it just got cold again.
Interesting.
So that's why I took a picture the other way. Like,
Right. Can you tell me about the sad, depressed looking elephant I've been seeing all day? Or the clown?
clown right there.
I saw that. Did you hear whistling a second ago before you said about the clown?
Now that you mention it, I think I did.
It was kind of like it. If that was you whistling, could you do it again?
I am freezing again. Just my back.
Just your back. Is there someone standing by my friend Barnaby? What's interesting is the first two photos are super blurry, and then the third photo is perfect.
Are you getting anything in here?
Not other, like I said, it's like, I do feel like there's somebody in here, but I feel like we're just kind of being observed.
Oh.
Yeah, or it's like,
Feeling out process?
yeah, and there's a feeling of us being beneath them, if that makes sense, where it's like peasants, I don't want to say peasants, but you know what I mean, like I don't have to talk to you kind of thing.
Mhm.
Judgmental, it feels judgmental. And I almost feel like they're like, I don't want to say mocking, but like you can't make us talk to you kind of thing. You want to try a different spot?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to know if you like this chair. Is there somebody on this chair? Here, I'm gonna put you right there. Ooh, that just slid away. What do you think? Okay, I'm Ma, and this is Ellie, and we're just here to talk to you. Anybody that wants to communicate that has anything to do with this house, or the Ringling brothers, or their wives, family.
Any of the animals?
We're not here to make you go away. We're just here to talk, see if you have any messages, anything you want to tell anybody, anything you like. Cube. Anything you don't like people doing here? Just want to talk, visit, help you if we can. Is there somebody who likes to sit in this chair? Probably not anymore if you went home with somebody.
What's that?
I said probably not anymore if you went home with somebody. You don't want to sit here anymore if she took you along.
We have somebody over here to my left.
Because I moved away.
In the chair. Yep. Thank you. Are you a male spirit? Yes, thank you. So we have somebody between me and that chair.
This chair?
Yep. Now he's way over here on my left. Can you sit down next to me, please? Would you do that for me? No? Why not? I would like to have you sit next to me if you don't mind. Can you sit next to me? You're right here by me. Can you sit next to me, please?
There's a ball right in front of you.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. There was also a ghost right there.
Oh, he's following you.
Me?
No.
Or her? Okay, yeah, you can go after her.
He's following her.
I've said to Miss Ringling that we could be familiar faces. Maybe this is a second.
No.
Okay, we've been here. Yeah. So if you do feel comfortable with a familiar face, hi. I'm just not wearing white this time.
Yeah.
Are you intrigued by her? Yes.
He's after your wife. It's like, I don't care.
Does she look familiar to you? Yes. Thank you.
Actually, yeah, we were talking about those for us, because when Joe brought them out, I don't know who he was communicating with, but they said, could you point to the bride, and they went right to me.
Did it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Something's going off. Or maybe he's just setting it up. REM pod.
Are there too many people in this room now for you? No? Okay, thank you. Are there other spirits in this room besides you? No? So it's just you at this time. Is she still in this room? The favorite one's... Yes, thank you. You can straighten out my sticks. Thank you. Perfect, thank you. Yes, she's still over there, isn't she? Do you plan on following her all night? Yes. You're gonna be nice to her though, right? You're gonna be nice. Yes, thank you. She'll appreciate that.
That's all I care about.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, somebody else joined the room? You want to acknowledge that? Thank you. Does she look familiar to you? No? Okay. Thank you. That's okay. You still haven't touched the ball for me. Make it move. Or to let it up.
Do you want to know what their names are? Since we told you ours. Do you want to know what the new people's names are? Maybe.
Yeah, he's not saying yes or no.
Yeah.
So.
Tell him who you are, so he's not so afraid.
My name is Barbara.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla is the one that piqued your interest, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Can you show me which one Kayla is? Can you show me which one she is? Can you point her out for me, please? Yes, there are other people in the house yet. We're gonna all be here all night, so. Can you show me where Kayla is? Yes. Yes.
Do you want us to leave you and Kayla alone?
That's a yes.
There's enough cameras. So.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see ya. That's okay. She'll be here all night with all of us. You'll have plenty of time. Sorry. You know, it would be nice of you if you told her your name.
He hasn't said anything now since you guys came in.
Just take it as a compliment, but yeah.
Were you one of the Ringling brothers? Yes. Okay.
Thank
Which
you.
one? There's only 7 of them.
Oh, I didn't even know how many there were. Are you the oldest one? No. Thank you. Okay.
And he's not Al. Bert. There's Albert. Alfred.
Is Albert the oldest?
Albert is, yes. This was his house.
This is Albert's house.
So there was Alfred.
No? Okay, thank you.
There was Otto. I can't remember all their names.
I'd have, besides Al, I have no idea.
There's Al is Albert. Elf is Alfred. Otto. I want to say John. I want to say Henry. I don't know if that's right.
I got a yes.
Are you Henry? Or are you just telling me there was a Henry?
I think he was just saying there was a Henry.
Yeah.
You know, she's still there. She moved back. He followed you over to the other corner. Yes, I know. I saw you do that. Thank you. He followed you over to the other corner, and now that you're back, he's back over here.
Well, he did say he wanted to be alone. We could be, too many in here. I put this over there. You gonna move away again? Oh, that's cold. I know you didn't like it the last time I put it there. Oh, don't like that at all. Sorry. It's not going to hurt you. It just lights up if you come close to it like the ball, but you're avoiding the ball too.
I'll put mine away.
Mine's turned off.
There.
You want me to turn this one off too?
Does it
There.
make a-
Now we can't communicate at all.
Does it make a sound that you do not like?
Oh,
Eerie.
Eerie and 80.
Is there a sound with that machine that you do not like? Is it the color green you do not like? Not either of them? I'm not sure why I don't like that then.
Do you want me to take the ball away too? Oh, you didn't care about the ball. That's right.
No.
You didn't mind the ball. So these things are eerie. I suppose you were way back when.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't
that's
much
what-
electricity or anything.
No.
What was that light? You playing with that light bulb out there? Or somebody else here?
First time I've seen a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can talk to that You like light bulbs, Ethan? I was going to say, if we leave you alone, then you have no way to communicate. Well, there you go. You can talk to the light bulb.
Is someone else in the hallway?
Yes, thank you. That's a yes.
Is he playing with
Kinda
the
cold.
Is he playing with the light to get our attention?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it another member of the Ringling family? Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Would it be Mrs. Ringling?
That's a no. No, thank you.
Is it another brother? Is it your father?
No, you got children too, I've heard.
Yep. Well, no, not, well,
The
that-
Ringling-
the one, yeah, the other ones did. They had nephews.
I was saying there's things where I've seen investigations where they had kids communicate.
You just realized you moved.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you want to stay over here. I mean, you move on, I just want to sit down.
You were paying more attention to your buddy out in the hallway, weren't you?
Well, you want to come with us and go in a different room? Or you want Kayla to go with you?
That's a yes.
That just lit up. I went to the second green. My name's Steph.
And Barnaby.
We just want to talk to you. I see you found our devices. And I see you're lighting it up to green. We could use these devices for you to talk to us. You could light it up for yes and let it go back to the solid green for no. Are you able to do that? Can you light up this device to yellow? One more light. If you come a little bit closer, it might be easier for you. Or if it's easier, you could touch the ball and make that change colors. That doesn't take as much energy. Thank you. I see you got it to light up to yellow. Are you able to do that one more time so I know it was you? I see you're still trying to light that up. And if you come really close to it, it'll be easier for you to change those colors. There you go. Thank you. Are you understanding how it works now? If you understand how to make them light perfect, thank you. Are you willing to use this device to talk to us? Can you light it up to yellow for yes? Thank you.
So I don't know what this means, but I'm staring at the EMF meter, and there's like a circle kind of spinning this way, and then it twists and it spins back.
I wonder if it's the energy that you're seeing.
But the whole, like, if you get really dizzy and the room starts to spin, but it's only right around
It's
there.
only right there. Is what Barnaby describing you trying to manipulate the lights? What do we have that's easier for you? I have sticks in my hands that will be very easy for you to manipulate. If it's getting too hard for you to use the lights, You can cross them for yes, stick them out for no, or to the sides. To the sides, please. If you're not sure. Thank you. Are you still here with us? Thank you. Did you see it light up to yellow? The sticks didn't move, but the EMF reader lit up to yellow. I just want to confirm that this was your bedroom. You could cross the sticks for yes, or straighten them out for no. Thank you. Thank you. Are you a female? Thank you. I keep hearing the name that sounds like Mary. Is there somebody here named Mary?
Go with Mary.
Go with Mary?
Go with Mary. See what you get. Mary, did your mother live here?
Yes.
Ida, who was the youngest of the Ringlings, had 3 children. They were John, Mary, and Henry.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that what you told me downstairs?
I had John and Mary. Oh, thank you. Is this the room that you would stay in? Thank you. Oh, you're lighting it up to yellow again. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy going to the circus? No. I don't like circuses either, if I'm being honest. Did you not like the treatment of the animals at the circus? Thank you. I keep seeing the picture of a little monkey. Does the little monkey mean something to you, like a little dancing monkey? Thank you. You're showing me. Little monkey. And then you're showing me a tent. Was the monkey your favorite? Thank you. And he had outfits. Did he have outfits? Thank you.
Ringling Brothers also had a performing monkey show that danced in little costumes.
Are you serious? Great.
They're on the poster. I just looked them up. I was trying to find the name of the monkey for you, but
Okay.
all I could find was Spinnacus, who was the guy who... Spinnacus?
Do you know Spinnacus?
It said he was the trainer of the monkey show. He had like spinning plates and stuff. Yeah? Did you know him?
I'm getting super cold.
Mm-hmm. It's still 60 degrees in here, and the heat's running.
And I'm like shivering cold. What do you think?
I think we got a lot of information out of her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. We're gonna go try and find other people to talk to. Some of our friends might come visit you, though. I hope you talk to them.
Do you know if they have a little dog?
Not that I know of.
But there's a little girl, I'm gonna say maybe 6 or 7. A little, and I'm saying it as a little white, like a poodle, but it's not a poodle.
Foreign.
Shih Tzu, but it's got the nose.
I never heard them say anything. I mean, they got animals later, but
Okay.
I don't know.
somebody used to have a poodle, like a big poodle, like not a tiny poodle, but a big poodle. If you had a poodle, can you light it up to red and let me know I'm not crazy? No, I'm crazy.
If it was 50 degrees outside, I would be fine. And I am just freezing.
Yeah, it's weird though, because sometimes I'm okay, and then other times I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I am absolutely freezing right now.
Do you want to go get your sweatshirt?
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
Should we go downstairs? Or do you want to just run and get it?
Either way, whatever you want. If you feel you want to stay in here, I'll go get it. If you don't,
Yeah,
then...
I'll stand in here for a few minutes and...
Okay.
Did you ever talk about a little girl?
So the guy that I just talked to, the guy that was doing construction over there, he said that...
One night we stayed here, my wife and I, and there were all kinds of stuff going on. I got a picture of me standing on that stair, and there's a little wisp of smoke behind me. And we didn't see that during the picture, but the camera picked it up. And I was like feeling stuff on here with a little girl.
Because in there I had a little girl about the age of 7 or 8 in a white dress, and she had a little dog with her.
What kind of dog?
A little white dog.
Was it a poodle?
Yeah.
We have a poodle up there. She goes, why does it feel like there's a poodle in here?
Steph had a poodle up there
Steph
too?
has a poodle in the room we're in right now, the plant room.
Okay. The plant room?
White?
Yeah.
Plant, oh, conservatory, okay, that's lovely. But I wasn't sure if it was a true poodle because it had, I could see the snout. And I didn't think poodles had snouts. Do they?
Oh yeah.
They do.
They got really long snouts, yeah.
Okay, so that, then it would be a poodle, yeah.
Did you hear what she said?
No.
There's a little girl downstairs that Ellie talked to, and she has a dog that's a poodle.
Shut the fuck up, are you serious?
She got this little white dog. And I
You
said,
gotta
is
be
it a poodle?
fucking
She's like,
kidding me.
oh yeah, poodle.
That's crazy. I was just like,
Did you see the little girl too then?
well, we're talking to somebody and the EMF was going off, and I'm like, did you have like a white poodle, like a little poodle that, and the EMF was going off, and I'm like, okay, if I'm not crazy, can you make it light up? And it wouldn't light up. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'm crazy. And
I
then
know.
Barnaby's like, did you hear what Ellie said? I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Now we
cool
just
though.
gotta find out who had the dog here.
Yeah.
Or who the little girl was, because I had a little girl with a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just giving what I get when we came in. You ever see the movie The Shining? With the bathroom scene with the lady like lounging in the tub.
Okay.
That's and it, immediately what I saw, but more like not the creepy part of it, but just somebody lounging in the bathtub kind of thing. So I don't know if this would have been one of the master bedrooms and baths. What is the significance of the bathtub?
What?
And the significance of the bathtub, I don't understand what they're saying.
In January of 1916, when Al Ringling passed away, he did die here upstairs in the bathtub. The bathtub in this home is original.
Is there anybody in here that wants to talk to us? Is there anybody in here? Yes, thank you. Are you a male? Thank you. So, an argument? Did you get into an argument with somebody? An argument. Why are you frustrated?
Are you upset with how the circus was handled after you passed?
Are we talking to Al? Why are you in the bathroom? Did Did you die in the bathroom? Did he die in the bathroom?
In that bathtub.
Oh, that's the significance of the bathtub.
You think I just wanted to hang out in the bathroom with you?
I don't know, Barnaby.
Thank you for talking to us.
Well, it's kind of awkward in the bathroom and all, right?
Did your brothers do something that frustrated you? Okay. There's so many.
So many brothers?
There's 7.
Oh.
Or 5. No, there's 7.
I keep hearing greed. Were they being greedy? Greedy. There's somebody that's like heavy-handed. He's kind of a... Yeah. Who's the heavy-handed guy? Did you have a heart attack?
Well, he had kidney disease, but I don't think that's what killed him. I think he had a heart attack.
Okay. Augustus Ringling.
No.
We're trying to figure out which one's the one that you're upset with.
Yes.
Okay. Otto.
No.
Alfred Theodore.
No.
Charles.
No.
John. Oh, you don't like him.
Oh, John. Is that the same John we were talking to downstairs?
Ooh.
Well, how's that going in the afterlife? Not good. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it just John?
Is John the only brother you're upset with? No.
Okay. Henry?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any other brothers you're upset with besides John and Henry? No.
How about Ida? Alright, that's the 7. Are you mad about John losing a lot of his money in bad investments? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that has the mansion down in Florida. Mm-hmm. He ended up, he had a bunch of investments and the stock market crashed.
Oh.
And he lost a lot of money.
I feel like there was some kind of betrayal too that was not a financial betrayal, like something within the family, yeah, that you would have seen as a betrayal. Are you disappointed that circuses are not what they used to be? I bet. Dolly. Is Dolly an elephant?
Was Dolly an elephant? Yeah, okay. Dolly is a dead female elephant, Asian elephant, who died 1950, 3/29/1950. Dolly was born in the wild. Is this the right Dolly? Okay. Ooh, okay. While in Sarasota, the winter of 1949 to 1950, while people were visiting the elephant area, a small child wandered under the guardrail and startled Dolly, who was dozing. She then kicked and fatally injured the child. As a result, the public outcry, she was shot 3/29/50.
But he wasn't alive then. What do you mean?
When was she born? He wasn't alive,
No.
but when she died. Did you know Dolly when you were alive? Okay. Elephants live a long time.
That's
It
true.
doesn't say 30 years old. He wouldn't have been alive to know Dolly.
That's. Or would it have been one of the brothers that he was mad at that would have been in charge at the time? Oh. Yes.
Well, that would be John. Did John have something to do with Dolly's death? You see the lights flash?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. I have Dorothy Herbert. That's not the one we're looking for?
No.
Okay. Was she part of Ringling Brothers Circus? No. Was she part of another circus? I'm sorry. Okay, hang on. Was he part of Barnum and Bailey?
That's all that Googling is the ghost.
Are we talking about Herbert Barnum? Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, shit. Thank you.
P.T. Barnum's grandson, Herbert Barnum. Okay, what about him? Herbert Barnum Steely inherited a large portion of his grandfather, P.T. Barnum's estate, but none of his common sense.
I'm taking it you are not a fan of Herbert? Alright.
Long story short, Herbert Barnum Steely inherited a large portion of his grandfather P.T. Barnum's estate, but none of his common sense. In December of 1896, Clinton Barnum Steely, who P.T. had chosen as his successor to the circus empire, was getting married. His brother, Herbert Barnum Steely, decided to send him off with a bachelor party worthy of the grandson of Phineas T. Barnum. The party would feature a 17-course dinner, music and drinking. Scantily clad dancing girls would hand out gifts for each of the guests. Herbert Barnum Steely drew up a guest list from the who's who of young society. The highlight of the evening was to be a belly dance by the French-speaking dancer of Lebanese descent, using the stage name Little Egypt. She wowed audiences with her hoochie coochie dance. She was to dance and then perform a nude pose for the attendees. Then, Theodore Roosevelt's clean-up-minded New York Police Department got wind of the party, and at 1:30 in the morning, the cops shut down the Big Bash at Sherry's Restaurant on Fifth Avenue. Herbert Barnum Steely was charged with indecency. Just how lewd the party grew was never fully exposed. Then, as now, charges against the wealthy could be silently squelched. Instead, the police commission held an inquiry into the evening's proceedings, airing some of the details of the debauchery, but protecting the identities of many in attendance. The ensuing scandal cost Herbert his wife and pretty much foreshadowed how his life would go. He eventually squandered his inheritance, and in 1914 he died in a hospital at the age of 43. Clinton was no prize winner either. P.T. Barnum's fellow ringmaster James Bailey swore he would break up the company and go forward alone rather than carry the insufferable Clinton with him. P.T. Barnum died in 1891, and James Bailey purchased the circus from his widow. Bailey continued touring the eastern United States until he took his circus to Europe. That tour started in 1897 and lasted until 1902. Bailey's European tour gave the Ringling Brothers an opportunity to move their shows from the Midwest to the eastern seaboard. Faced with new competition, Bailey took his show west of the Rockies for the first time in 1905. He died the next year, and the circus was sold to the Ringling Brothers. In 1907, the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus was created. All this to say, if Herbert and his brother Clinton had been better business and better showmen, the Barnum and Bailey Circus may have never merged with the Ringling Brothers. Is this how you ended up buying the circus? Ah, there you go. Thank you. All that to say that. I guess I should have read that ahead, but we're getting, it just keeps going.
It's quite the article.
I'm assuming we're getting to the point where you end up buying this. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that history lesson. The mansion did not disappoint. It's always good when editing an episode to have too much footage that you have to leave stuff out, and this was definitely the case. The 7 members of the CAPS team thoroughly worked our way through the mansion, from the top to the bottom, and even the basement, where historic circus treasure was abound. Our belief is that we got to speak to both Al and Lou Ringling, Henry Ringling, Mary, and a few other spirits who either couldn't be identified or just didn't want to tell. All in all, we had a cold but great night. Al Ringling's mansion is definitely worth a trip, whether you're into the paranormal, the circus, the brewery, or just historic architecture. This place definitely has it all. As for us, after a few hours of sleep, we're back on the road to our next road trip stop.